You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back, Rodriguez, for Black and White Sports, and oh my goodness, now we know possibly why Jerry Jones decided to do a little quid pro quo with Daniel Snyder. It's because there might have been some peeping of some, I almost said the word, over at the Dallas Cowboys. We don't know. This is allegedly, but there's a hell of a lot of money involved in this story that just broke from ESPN.com. Oh boy, Jerry. Oh boy. Cowboys paid $2.4 million to settle allegations of locker room voyeurism. That's Florio. Why is the NFL keeping the results of the Washington investigation so secret? Because other owners fear they could find themselves in a similar mess. Case in point, the Dallas Cowboys. While owner Jerry Jones faces no specific allegations against him, parentheses, for now, a new report from Don Van Natta Jr. of ESPN.com contends that the team owned and operated by Jones paid $2.4 million to settle claims made by 4 of the team's cheerleading squad. They claim the former PR executive Rich DePlumble secretly recorded them with an iPhone while they changed clothes in connection with a 2015 event at AT&T Stadium. I just saw my wife look at me out of the corner of my eye. Per the report, also accused by a fan who watched an online stream from the team's draft room in 2015 of taking upskirt photos of Charlotte Jones Anderson, the daughter of Jerry Jones, an executive with the Cowboys. Holy smokes. Quote, people that know me, co-workers, the media and colleagues know who I am and what I'm about. Ripple said in a statement issued to ESPN.com, I understand the very serious nature of these claims and do not take them lightly. The accusations are, however, false. One was accidental, and the other was simply did not happen. Everything that was alleged was thoroughly investigated years ago, and he cooperated fully. The team issued a statement to ESPN.com from communications consultant Jim Wilkinson. Quote, the organization took these allegations extremely seriously and moved immediately to thoroughly investigate the matter, Wilkinson said. The investigation was handled consistent with best legal and HR practices, and the investigation found no evidence of wrongdoing. If any wrongdoing had been found, Rich would have been terminated immediately. Everyone involved felt just terrible about this unfortunate incident. Well, if nothing happened, what? Okay. But obviously, enough of something was found to result in a $2.4 million in changing hands. That's what I was just going to say. If nothing was found, why was there near $2.5 million paid to anybody? The money was paid pursuant to non-disclosure agreements. Interesting. And someone disclosed at least one of the agreements. Von Natta obtained it. Ripple, what a weird name. Okay. Recently retired. Von Natta writes that the move came, quote, several weeks after ESPN began interviewing people about alleged incidents and just days after ESPN contacted attorneys involved in the settlement. In a statement, he said that the allegations had nothing to do with his retirement from a long and fulfilling career, and I was only contacted about this story after I had retired. We'll see whether and to what extent this mushrooms for the Cowboys. The timeline is curious, to say the least, and with Congress currently pressuring the league over the Washington Commanders, situation. It could be a matter of time before the House Committee on Oversight and Reform targets the Dallas Cowboys too. Wow. We heard rumors that Jerry and, well, not rumors, it's well known, really and truly. Jerry Jones and Dan Snyder are pretty tight, and they have been for various reasons. One, Jerry wanted Roger Goodell out at one time for suspending Ezekiel Elliott, and Dan Snyder was one of the few owners that actually co-signed that. I think Stan Kroenke and Kraft was the other two. And there might have been more, I don't know, but it wasn't enough to ultimately get Roger Goodell out. It's kind of a shame Jerry Jones wasn't able to do it, frankly speaking, because look where the league is now. Wow. This is a bombshell. There was, look, I don't know what was found. I don't know what wasn't found. I don't know if anything was found. All I know is there is one key thing here. 2.4 million, almost 2.5 million, 2.5 million, changed hands from the Dallas Cowboys over to the people that had the complaint. And NDAs were filed. Non-disclosure, don't you talk about it agreements, in other words. This is very interesting. Okay, so in a matter of 8 months, we've got Dan Snyder and all that stuff coming out. We got John Gruden and the league targeting him by way of things coming out on emails involving Washington. And now we have the Dallas Cowboys. Once again, let me just point out all of this under the umbrella of leadership of Roger Goodell. The NFL loves to be in the news cycle, and some say, well, if they're in the news cycle, and I kind of believe that Roger Goodell believes any publicity is good publicity. At some point, it's going to be enough before he's gone. I mean, look, at the end of the day, he is paid by the owners, and it's going to be interesting to see what Goodell does if the league now gets involved, and now if Congress gets involved. Personally speaking, I wish Congress was wasting money on other things. But hey, maybe some justice for John Gruden will eventually come out of that taxpayer money burning that Congress is going to do into the NFL. Wow. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.